Time travel, one of humanity's greatest fascinations. From ancient myths to blockbuster movies, the idea of bending time to our will has intrigued thinkers for centuries. But what happens when time itself refuses to play by the rules? Enter the grandfather paradox, a mind-bending dilemma that questions the very fabric of cause and effect. In this video, we'll dive deep into the paradox, its implications, and whether time travel to the past could ever be possible. Buckle up, because this journey will twist your mind in ways you never imagined. What is the grandfather paradox? The grandfather paradox is a causal loop problem, one where an effect removes its own cause, creating a contradiction. This paradox was first formalized in 1943 by science fiction writer René Barjavel, but the concept has existed in philosophy for centuries. The grandfather paradox is one of the most famous logical problems in time travel theory. Imagine you build a time machine and travel back several decades. You find your grandfather before he meets your grandmother. Now, for some reason, you prevent them from ever having children, maybe by accident or maybe on purpose. But here's the catch. If your grandfather never has children, that means your parent is never born. And if your parent is never born, then you were never born either. But if you were never born, how did you travel back in time in the first place? This paradox creates a logical contradiction. Your actions in the past eliminate your ability to travel back in time, thus erasing the paradox itself. So what happens? Does time correct itself? Do alternate timelines form? Or does the entire universe collapse? Let's explore the possible explanations. Chapter 2. Possible resolutions. If time travel were possible, how would the universe handle such contradictions? Scientists and thinkers propose several theories. 1. The self-consistency principle, Novikov. One solution is that time protects itself. No matter how hard you try, history will always unfold the same way. Maybe the gun jams, or you get distracted. Something must prevent the paradox. 2. Parallel universe theory. Another idea? When you change the past, you don't alter your original timeline, you create a new one. Your grandfather is gone in that timeline, but the version of you that traveled back still exists in a separate reality. 3. Time travel is simply impossible. Many physicists argue time travel is impossible because of this paradox. Einstein's relativity allows time dilation, but actual travel to the past? That might violate the very fabric of causality. There are several theories that attempt to resolve the grandfather paradox. Some of the most fascinating include self-consistency principle, proposed by physicist Igor Novikov. This theory suggests that time travel is possible, but events will always align in a way that prevents paradoxes. In other words, something will always prevent you from changing the past. Parallel universes and the many worlds interpretation. This theory suggests that changing the past creates an entirely new timeline, separate from the one you originally came from. Your original timeline remains unchanged, while an alternate reality branches off. Time loops and determinism. Some theories argue that time is a closed loop, meaning that any attempt to change the past will only fulfill the events as they already happened, rather than altering them. Time travel is impossible, the simplest solution? Maybe time travel to the past just isn't possible. Perhaps nature has built-in safeguards that prevent paradoxes from ever occurring. Chapter 3. The grandfather paradox in science fiction. From Hollywood blockbusters to theoretical physics, the grandfather paradox continues to inspire debates. Could advanced civilizations crack time travel? Or is time more fragile than we think? From Back to the Future to The Terminator and Doctor Who, the grandfather paradox has been a staple of sci-fi storytelling. Writers have used it to explore fate, free will, and the consequences of meddling with time. But how do these stories stack up against real-world physics? Chapter 4. Could we ever travel back in time? While time travel to the future is theoretically possible due to Einstein's theory of relativity, traveling to the past remains a mystery. Some speculative theories, such as wormholes and closed time-like curves, suggest it might be possible under extreme conditions. But as of today, time travel remains in the realm of theory. So, what do you think? Is time travel to the past possible? Would the universe prevent paradoxes or allow alternate realities? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-bending explorations of history and science. Until next time, stay curious.